Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. Sorry it's been so long. I have been so busy with just school and work and life. So I'm sorry it's been a while since my last video, but stay till the end and I'll give you some updates on some things. But today I'll be showing you my first ever case knife, and it was a Christmas present probably in about 2021, I want to say. So I haven't been a full-time collector like I am now back then, because this was just a Christmas present. But let's just get right into it. So it is 490710. So that's not a traditional sticker they used. I think for this one it's kind of like a specialty one, but it is a smooth natural bone Patriotic Copperhead. So let's get right into it. Here it is. Has the engraved, you can see that the bone is engraved. There you can see like this natural bone right there, smooth there and there. And then on the ends here and there. Let's see if that'll focus up better. So how they do it is they engrave these parts right here in the blue and the red and this red, and they dye it. You can see where the dye like kind of bleeds through the bone. You can see some red down in that white color, and then you can see some blues down in there as well. But I thought this was really unique, and once I got to looking at it and just appreciating it, it's a very pretty knife. I've always been a fan of the American flag, just like, you know, the red, white, and blue. It's just classic. I'm a patriotic person, what can I say? But this back has just a plain white natural bone. I even have my watch band on. It's red, white, and blue to fit the occasion. But it has the regular case oval shield. Let's open that blade. Copperheads do have half stops. This knife is kind of dirty because this one has had some pocket time, it being my first one. Check out that tang stamp. 2021, the last year they were actually stamping them. Well, no, did they stamp them in 2022? I think they stamped them in 2022. So one of the last years they're doing physical stamps instead of just a laser engraving. Let's check out that pattern number. 6149, 49 being the pattern number, 6 being bone, 1 being one blade. It has a clip blade for the master blade. Let's listen to that snap. Very nice snap. I did have to put some oil down in it just to loosen it up and get it that really crisp nap on it. But definitely one of my nicer knives I have, even though it has gotten scratched, and I've put it in a sheath so it has some of that weird spotting you get from the sheath's leather. But definitely still sharp. I don't think I've sharpened this one. So, and this one is sharp enough to actually shave. You don't see that on a lot of newer knives. This one being a 21, it's kind of surprising, but it's definitely very sharp and can shave. But I do want to tell you a story on why I stopped carrying this one regularly. So I got this one for Christmas one year, and I was at work and I was using it like I was intending, and I was cutting a zip tie, and I guess I just don't know the technique on how to cut a zip tie, and the blade moved on me. Like, it barely moved. Of course, you're cutting a zip tie, they're normally pretty hard to cut in general. And as soon as that blade budged, when I had it choked up, I felt the blade budge cutting that zip tie. And that was the last time I wanted to use this knife, because I just got so scared. It being a slip joint, it doesn't have a normal lock. You just have to be so careful cutting. But that leads me into my story. I later got this knife. Grace Synthetic Smooth Mini Copper Lock. And mini copper locks are my all-time favorite pattern. I actually lost that gray synthetic mini copper lock. What I think is what happened is that when I break down boxes at work, I stick my blade down in the boxes just for safekeeping, just to have it there when I come back to it. But I think what happened is I stuck my knife in it, walked off, and the box got picked up and thrown away because I searched and searched and searched trying to find my mini copper lock, and I could not find it. That mini copper lock was actually my second knife after this one, and it was my baby. Really, it was, because I would have two knives on me. I'd have a nice one, and then I'd have the gray one. The gray one was my user. Sharpened it every day, kept it all nice and clean and sharp. Let me show you a picture of it because it just has so much value to me, even though it's still lost. Let me just show you. Alright, so here it is. Let's see if, I don't know why the light's doing that, but there you can see that gray synthetic mini copper lock. I use that knife every single day. This is actually an older picture I took of my collection. Y'all have seen that one with the cross, but I don't think you've seen either of these two mini copper locks or that or this pin. And that blue one was actually the first one I ever bought, and I lost that one too. So I don't have the best track record when it comes to knives, but now I do. I fully trust myself now to keep up with my knives and not to lose them. So I've learned my lesson. After 3, I've lost another one besides those two I just showed you. So I've definitely learned my lesson, and I keep up with my knives. But I did just want to show y'all this one, as it is my first ever case knife. It does have sentimental value. It does have a kind of a bad gap in the back, but that's neither here or there. It doesn't really matter to me. And the blade is nice and center. So just a great knife overall. I gotta hand it to them. They made a good knife with these Copperheads. But the mini copper locks, in my opinion, are superior. Alright, well, make sure y'all like and subscribe, and leave any thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Thank you very much.